Welcome to Dishing Up Nutrition's midweek segment called Ask a Nutritionist. My name is Brandy Burrow, and I'm a registered and licensed dietitian here at Nutritional Weight and Wellness. On today's show, I'll be discussing a topic that I get asked a lot of questions about: nitrates. So let's start with the question: what are nitrates and where do they come from? Nitrates are compounds that are found both in nature and as a food additive. And you've probably already heard about nitrates in the context of processed meats, things like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats, right? And that's true. Nitrates are often added to these foods as a preservative. They do help prevent bacterial growth, but they're also added as a way to enhance flavors and give them their appealing pink color or that bright red color that we're used to seeing. But did you know that nitrates are also naturally found in a lot of vegetables that we eat all the time? Things like spinach, celery, and beets. In fact, most of the nitrates that we consume in a healthy diet are from vegetables. But here's the twist: the nitrates in vegetables are actually beneficial for us. They come along bundled with antioxidants like vitamin C, and that vitamin C actually helps prevent those nitrates from turning into harmful compounds in your body. In fact, the naturally occurring nitrates from vegetables turn into something called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide has health benefits like better blood pressure and overall heart health, along with other health benefits. However, when nitrates are added to processed meats, and when those meats are cooked at high temperatures, the situation starts to change. The nitrates added to processed meats turn into something called nitrosamines, which have been linked to cancer, and that is where the concern comes from. Now, here's the big question: should you be avoiding nitrates? And this answer is a little nuanced. The nitrates that are found in vegetables, most commonly those leafy greens like spinach and root vegetables, are actually good for you. Studies show that they can help lower blood pressure and improve your circulation. On the flip side, the nitrates in cured and processed meats are the ones you want to try to limit. Regular consumption of these meats, like hot dogs and conventional deli meats, have been linked to an increased risk of cancer, especially colon cancer and those affecting the lower digestive tract. At Nutritional Weight and Wellness, we recommend that you don't consume these ultra-processed meats and try to choose the no nitrates added or the nitrate-free options whenever possible. Some brands do offer nitrate-free versions of deli meats and sausages, and they're often using natural sources of nitrates like celery powder. But as a word of caution, even natural sources of nitrates can form those harmful nitrosamines during the cooking process. So now you may be wondering, what are nitrate-free labels and are they safer? Well, you may have seen these labels before. Some of those processed meats are labeled nitrate-free or no nitrates added right on the front of the package. But does that mean they're a health food? Does that mean they're better for us? Well, not necessarily. When manufacturers use natural nitrate sources like celery powder, those nitrates can still turn into those harmful compounds when exposed to high heat during cooking. So it's not a free pass, but it is a step in the right direction. The best approach is to eat real, whole foods as much as possible. That means minimizing the processed meats and focusing on fresh meat, poultry, fish, and eggs most of the time. And if you're craving something like bacon, look for the uncured, no nitrates added varieties. And think of bacon as an occasional protein choice rather than a daily habit. Okay, so what is the takeaway here? Well, first, limit your intake of processed meats, so things like hot dogs and conventional deli meats. Instead, choose fresh, whole foods most of the time. And if you do buy a meat that is more processed, choose the products that are labeled nitrate-free or no nitrates added. Second, don't worry about the nitrates that come along naturally in your vegetables. In fact, eat more vegetables. The benefits of vegetables that contain natural nitrates, like spinach and beets and arugula, far outweigh any of the potential risks. And finally, cooking methods do matter. So when you're grilling or frying meats, try to avoid overcooking or charring them because those really high temperatures can create those harmful nitrosamines. Use the low and slow cooking methods whenever possible. Especially this time of year, the slow cooker is your best friend. So, in summary, not all nitrates are bad. Those found naturally in vegetables are actually beneficial for your health, while the nitrates in highly processed meats are the ones you really want to avoid. And if you are concerned, cut back on those processed meats. Choose the nitrate free versions whenever possible if you have them on occasion, and load up on leafy greens and colorful vegetables to provide yourself with those antioxidants that can be protective. Well, thank you so much for listening to Dishing Up Nutrition's Ask a Nutritionist. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to leave us a rating or a review on your favorite podcast platform so we can help even more people discover the connection between what they eat and how they feel. And if you have a question that you'd like us to answer, please join our private Dishing Up Nutrition Facebook community. Just search Dishing Up Nutrition on Facebook, and once you've joined, ask us whatever nutrition questions are on your mind. You can also give us a call at 952-641-5233 and leave your question in our Dishing Up Nutrition voicemail inbox. Don't be shy. If you have a question, just let us know. We look forward to hearing from you.